Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I guess this is like the first official video that I'm going to be making of my winter arc, and I'm so very excited to share my journey with you guys and what I've been doing and what I plan on doing for the next 3 months. So I don't know if a lot of you have seen the winter arc challenge that's going on for 2024, the last 3 months of the year. I did get a little bit of a later start. I do want to share with you the notes that I've been taking, and I probably will link a playlist to the videos that I've been watching and whatever stuff that I'm using. I'll try to find a link for that if you're interested. But this is the notebook that I've been using to keep track of everything. It's just a Lego notebook, nothing special, something that I've had for so many years. I do want to say though that I have been slacking and I have not started journaling, and that's something that I do want to start today, sometime after this video. But let's talk about changing our life in 90 days. For me, I started this challenge October 23rd, and I will be finishing this challenge January 21st. That gives me 90 days. Let's talk about what started this, like what got me into wanting to change my life in the past 90 days. Well, to be honest, I have gone through so much change in the last like 2-3 months. Actually, this whole year was just completely full of change and something that I was not prepared for. In the beginning of this year, I had a cleaning company. I had started my cleaning company August 11, 2023, so last year on my birthday when I turned 19 years old. Up until the beginning of this year, the company that we were partnering with, they changed a lot of rules, and it affected us in a way where I was no longer getting business with them. They were where we're getting the majority of our customers from, and then I tried partnering with somebody else and I got some business from them, but it just wasn't enough. So because of that, I closed my company down and I moved to North Carolina with my aunt, and I stayed there with my uncle, her, and my cousins for a few months. I did work 2 jobs. I worked at McDonald's full-time, and then I worked at Domino's part-time. It was just too much, and it wasn't what I wanted for myself, and they didn't meet the criteria that I had for myself as well. In August, I believe August 24 of 2024, so this year, my boyfriend and my friend helped me move back down here, and I'm currently staying with my boyfriend just until I can get on my feet. It's definitely been a ride, and it's not a bad thing, but it's just so much change. Besides that, I did find a job. Finally, I was out of work for like 2 months. When I did come down in August, I didn't find a job, and I didn't get hired and start working until October 11th of this year, and I work at the Cheesecake Factory. Some days are harder than others, but I believe that's with any job that you work at. It all comes with pros and cons. I feel like it's not enough for me. I feel like I could be doing so much more with myself, and I could have and achieve a lot of goals that I've had for a while. I do want to talk about how hard it is to go from owning a company and making money for myself and then working for myself and not having to have a set schedule to working for somebody else, working for another company, making them lots of money. Let's be honest, $14 an hour and only working about 4 to 3 days a week, it's not enough to pay for really any bills. It's not enough to be able to live on your own. I might have to get a second job, I might not. We'll see how life goes. We're doing this day by day. I want to talk about the challenge itself, and for me, I wanted to make a change. I want to be a better person. I want to have habits that I don't have now that I know will help me and will help me achieve my goals. I want to be a better person overall. I want to improve my mental health, my physical health, and I just want to do things that I know that I wouldn't do normally, but I know that I will do it with this challenge because it will push me out of my comfort zone. So I'm just reading off of the notes that I have, and then I would definitely link in the description the videos that I watched, and definitely a playlist of the videos that I've been watching or that I have not watched yet, but I definitely am gonna get to eventually. So let's talk about how we can start. Obviously, this is my first time doing a winter challenge. I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm just telling you how I'm gonna do it. I'm fitting it for my lifestyle specifically, and I am just taking things from what they're saying and trying to see how I can fit it in with myself. Everybody's different. Nobody is the same, and not everything works for everybody. First, you want to create a list of rules for you to follow. You need to follow through with this list at all times. This is how you're gonna establish new hobbies. This is how you're gonna achieve what you want to achieve. You want to be realistic with yourself, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself either. You want to set a list of at least 5 things that will help you achieve what you want within the 90 days. For me, I will go ahead and share my goals with you. For my first goal, it is to wake up early and at the same time every day. I'm trying to be realistic in the fact that, okay, let's say sometimes I get home at 1 in the morning. By the time I eat dinner and I shower and I clean up my room and do any chores that I need to do, it's already 3, 5 in the morning, and there's no way for me to physically wake up at 6. I have to be more realistic and be like, okay, most days I go into work at 5, some days I go in at 4. If I wake up at least at 10, like the earliest, I can still have plenty of time to get things done. If I needed to do a doctor's appointment, if I needed to go shopping, or if I needed to do any chores before I had to go into work, I have plenty enough time to get all those things done and still have time to get ready and still have time to go to work and still have enough time to get some sort of rest. My goal is to at least get 6 hours of sleep. That's something that I really want to work on, because if I don't have time to work on my goals and if I don't have time to work on myself, then I won't have time to achieve anything that I want in life. The second rule that I want to follow every single day is daily movement. This can range from really anything. It can range from walking outside for 10 minutes. It can be doing some jumping jacks in your room, going to the gym at least 3 times a week. I go with my friend, and then because I am a Black Card member, I am able to bring 1 guest with me every single time I come. It's nicer to work with somebody than to do it by yourself. So this is something that I'm definitely trying to get done correctly with the help of a professional trainer. For all the other days, I will either walk to the gym, or sometimes, being realistic with you guys, I don't even go to the gym. I just like, I go to work and I make like 6,000 to 10,000 steps. That's kind of my daily movement. The third rule that I have set for myself is eating more healthy foods. And for me, because I did work at McDonald's and I did work at Domino's, I was constantly eating every single day McDonald's and constantly eating Domino's, to the point where I did gain about 10 pounds, and that's 10 pounds of extra fat that my body does not need to have. To put it into perspective, I am 5'2", and I was pretty much almost 200 pounds. My body type, I have an hourglass shape, and so for me, all of that weight and all of that fat goes to my hips. If not, it goes to my arms, and my hips are very, very heavy. For me, having that excess weight is very strenuous on my knees and on my ankles. I can sprain my ankles very easily, and I can dislocate my knees very easily, and having a lot of excess weight on my body just does not help the case at all. By eating healthy and working out at the same time, I feel like that will help me lose and shed some of the excess fat that I have on my body, as well as just balance my hormones a little bit more better, and then also decrease my chance of getting diabetes or having high cholesterol, which are all things that I am very prone to getting just because of my family history. And I have been pre-diabetic since I was pretty young, so I think that eating healthy will definitely help me lower my chances and just overall feel better with myself. My fourth rule is I definitely want to invest in myself and my well-being. I think that every single day we evolve, and every single day is a new chance of life and a new chance to change who you are for the better and experience things that you didn't get to experience the day before. I want to invest in myself because while I'm here, I want to live the best life that I can, and I want to experience what the world has to offer and what God put me on this place for. I don't want to waste myself. I want to learn as much as I can, and I want to help others around me. There's just so much that I could be doing instead of just laying in my bed all day. I could be going out, I could be traveling and exploring the world, or I can be helping people start a company, run up their business, or I can just enjoy life for myself. And that's something that I really want to do, and I really want to start doing. And I want to invest in my well-being. Like I was saying previously, like invest in the food that I eat, invest in my health, because how can I do these things that I want to do? How can I go ahead and travel? How can I start up my companies that I want to do, or just live life comfortably if I'm not investing in myself, if I'm not investing in my health, if I'm not investing in my skincare, in my hair, or in anything that I'm interested? What is the point of being here if I'm not going to take care of myself, or if I'm not going to do anything for myself that's going to benefit me. The last rule that I have for these 90 days is learning how to budget correctly and start actually saving money. And I say this because I'm not very good with money at all. I do know how to budget because my mom did show me. She taught me growing up how to budget, so I do know how to do that. It's just saving the money itself. I have a shopping addiction. I constantly need to spend to have dopamine. I need to spend a large amount of money. I need to buy things to feel happy, which is not good in this economy, and it's not good if you don't have a job that can support it. Because of it, I am in a lot of debt, and I definitely need to get out of that debt if I want to do stuff with myself. And I need to save money. I need to pay off my debts, and I need to learn how to budget. I want to be very responsible with money. I think everybody needs to learn how to budget, and everybody needs to learn how to save money. I want to give myself security. The next rule, or the next step for starting your 90-day winter arc challenge, is creating your mission statement. I went ahead and I made one, and I'm going to share with you what I did. I wrote, in my winter arc, I will be productive, proactive, and inspiring to myself and those around me. I will own my time and skills to advance myself to be ahead of where I was and where I am now. I will not allow myself to fall down. Instead, I will place people in my life to hold me accountable and keep me on track of my goals. I will work my butt off to get to where I need to be and strive for more financial independence/freedom. I will surround myself with like-minded people to keep me motivated, and I will achieve my goals. Example that the girl gave in the video that I watched was a lot shorter and a lot more simple and sweet to the point. Mine, of course, I wanted to write down everything. I wanted to be very detailed with what I have in my mind, because if I have it in my mind and I don't write it down, I will forget. And for me, I want to have very high standards with myself, because if I don't have high standards with myself, I can't expect to have high standards with other people. And if I'm not going to do it for myself, I'm not going to expect other people to do it. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what it takes to achieve my goals and what steps I have to take. So I went ahead, and that's why I put so much on there, was because I know that I can achieve these things, and I know that I can be better, and I know that if I have people in my life to help me achieve these things or to help keep me accountable, I will stay in line. And that is just better and so much easier for myself, which is why I put it in my mission statement. The next step is to create an action board. You can make your action board using a vision board. Action boards and vision boards are actually different. A vision board is just a vision or an idea of something that you want, versus an action board is how you're going to do it, what steps you need to take, what are your goals, okay, what do I need to do step by step, and it explains everything that you need to do. I will go ahead and show you mine. Mine is online, and I am using a website called Milanote. If you've heard it before, you probably know just how good it is. If you've never tried it, it's free to start. This is what I've been using, and this is my setup. I can probably go more in depth with it in another video, but this is just everything that I have, and that's what I'm using. When it comes to the vision board, I do want to make a vision board just because I want to see why I'm doing this. I want to have down a visual of everything that I want, versus the action board is just what I'm writing everything down and I'm going ahead and taking action with it. These are all my steps. So I want to have my action board for all my steps, and then I want to have my vision board to see where I'm going to end up by taking all these steps from the action board. The next rule was joining a Winter Arc Challenge group. I personally haven't joined any. I can't tell you my experience with the Winter Arc Challenge group, but I know that was a step that they had mentioned in the video. For the fifth step is tracking your habits. Habit tracking is so important because you feel like you are not achieving your goals. You feel like you're not establishing these habits that you want. By tracking it down, you can see how far along you are within those steps. You're seeing actual progress. By seeing that progress, it motivates you to continue on, and it motivates you to set higher goals and to set more habits for yourself. The next rule that they had was to embrace the cold, and not the temperature, but embrace the uncomfortable. You cannot expect yourself to grow if you are uncomfortable. Let's be honest, a lot of us aren't where we want to be because we prefer staying comfortable, versus a lot of people who've decided, this is not what I want for myself. For me to achieve my goal, I need to step out of my comfort zone, and I need to put myself out there. I need to start that YouTube channel. I need to start that Instagram account that I wanted, or I need to start that company that I know is going to make me money, but I'm not doing it now because I'm too comfortable where I am. Staying in your comfort zone is actually hindering you versus stepping out. You'd think that you might be protecting yourself by staying in that comfort zone, but in the long run, it actually hurts you because it's keeping you from achieving the goals that you want. And that's what this whole challenge is about. It's about stepping out of that comfort zone and stepping into a new era, into a new arc of your life, into becoming that person that you want to be, into doing the things that you want to do, but you know you're not going to do because you're staying comfortable. The next step is to turn your space into a sanctuary. What she meant by that was your space is a reflection on your mind. If you're depressed and your room is messy, that is just a reflection on where you are in your mental health. For me to be less depressed and for me to manage my depression a little bit better, cleaning my room and having a clean space to come home to after work helps a lot. If I come home and my room is messy, I'm like, oh dang, like I have to clean, now I have to do my chores, versus if I do my chores beforehand and if I keep my space clean, if I come home and I see that my bed is made, I'm like, oh my goodness, I can lay down in my bed and I don't have to worry about cleaning nothing. I can just relax. For this challenge, keeping your space clean and keeping a safe space for yourself will be very helpful, and it does help you keep yourself on track. If that's one of your goals, is keeping your room consistently clean, you gotta do that every single day. You gotta make your bed every single morning. You gotta make sure that throughout the day you're not just throwing your stuff everywhere for the end of the night for you to be like, there's too much stuff everywhere, I'm overwhelmed. You know, there's steps you gotta take. The next step is to create a morning routine that sets the tone for the day. What does that mean? Creating a morning routine that will help set a powerful tone for the day means doing your skincare, waking up early, going to the gym, eating a healthy breakfast instead of eating so many sugary items, because that will make you hungrier faster, or that will raise your levels. Giving yourself that part of the day to start off fresh, to have a good start to your morning, it will set the tone like, I got this, I'm feeling good, it's gonna be a good day. And a lot of the time those days will be a lot better versus if you didn't do it and you're gonna have a lot more bad days and you're not gonna feel as good. The next step that they mentioned was how your energy is currency, and I truly believe that what you put out to the world is what you get in. I believe in karma. You put bad karma out, you're gonna get bad karma. You put good karma out, you're gonna get good karma. What goes around comes back around. Don't give your energy and don't give your time to people who drain it from you. Don't give your time to people who you know are gonna make you feel exhausted, who you know are gonna make you feel tired at the end of the day, because that's not what you want. You want to feel energized. You want to place people in your life that make you feel good. The next step is to fuel your body with food that boosts your energy. All of that will help boost your mood. Follow the 80-20 rule. So eat healthy percent of the time, and then 20% of the time treat yourself. The next step is to start journaling daily. I am a victim of not doing this, and I am actually being a little bit of a hypocrite in saying this, but these are just the rules for the winter arc. I haven't done it. Like I said, I do want to start. I just haven't had a chance, but I know that I have to make time to journal. I'm gonna have to set time for myself to sit down, think about my day, write it down, and to see where I am and just track myself. I know that I need to do this. Write down plenty of affirmations in your journaling. Your words are so powerful. There's so much life and death in your tongue, and if you're gonna say bad things or if you're gonna write bad things about yourself, you best believe you're gonna start believing that, or that people are gonna say those bad things about you. Instead, write good things about yourself or write good things about what's happening around you. It's really crucial during this time to log your progress and prioritize your mental health, because if you see that you're doing better and if you feel that you're doing better, you're going to do a lot more. The next step is to prioritize movement daily. This was something that everybody mentioned. Every single video that you're gonna watch, every single influencer is gonna mention getting your daily movement, just because it's so important to move your body around. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day, daily movement specifically is key into keeping yourself healthy and to having a different mindset. The next step is to practice self-discipline even though it's tough. Consistency is what builds results. If you consistently read books about mental health and you start implementing these new things, you're gonna have a better mental health as a result. If you consistently eat better, you're gonna feel better. Your health is gonna get better. Something that I want to mention that stuck with me when I watched these videos was a quote. Always ask yourself what the best version of myself would choose. This goes for anything. Ask yourself, what would the best version of myself do? Always ask yourself these questions. Another quote from the video that I watched said, show me your habits and I'll show you your future. If you set better habits for yourself, like drinking water, eating healthier, getting your daily movement in, investing in yourself, what's going to happen in the future? If you consistently drink your water, you're gonna be less dehydrated, your skin's gonna clear up, you're gonna have more energy. If you eat healthier, you're gonna be less prone to these diabetes, you're gonna be less prone to high cholesterol, you're gonna be helping yourself out more. The next step was to celebrate all of your small wins, that a lot of us don't give ourselves credit for the things that we're doing for ourselves. Always celebrate the small things, because if you celebrate the small things, the big things will feel way more rewarding when you achieve them. Like an example of celebrating your small wins is, let's say you wanted to lose a little bit of weight and you consistently went to the gym and you noticed over time that you reached your goal, and you noticed that you gained flexibility, you have more mobility, you have less joint pain. Celebrate that. Doing something that makes you feel happy about it is a good celebration. It's a good way to keep yourself wanting to do it. If you celebrate, it's gonna give you more motivation. The next step for your winter arc is transformation and not hibernation. Embracing these next 3 months will change you as a person, and it will change you for the better. This is when you want to lock in the most. A lot of people take this time to be comfortable. A lot of people are like, okay, it's the holidays, I'm gonna junk out and eat all these things and indulge in everything, and then by the time January hits, that's when they want to start going to the gym, that's when they want to start eating healthier. But setting yourself up now will set you up way further. You'll be so far ahead by the time that January comes. That gym membership that you got in October, you consistently go for January, you will already be locked in. You will have already established a healthy mindset. You will already have habits that will keep you in track, and you already know that you're gonna do it because you've been doing it for 3 months. You already know, I can lock in even more now because it's a new year, it's a new me. You want to actually level up for 2025, then these are the steps that you need to take. I want to thank you so very much for actually sitting down with me and for paying attention to what I have to say. I do not take credit for anything that I said in this video. This is all just information that I've been receiving from the videos that I watched, and just putting a little spin on it and just sharing with you how I'm gonna do this. I'm not by all means telling you how to do it. I'm just telling you what I've been told and what I'm doing with my winter arc. Now, this is gonna be a journey, so I do plan on having vlogs up for the future. And if you decide to stay with me, and if you decide to stay and watch the progress, then thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on all the notifications so you get a notification every single time that I post a video. Let's just see where this winter arc is going to take me and where it could possibly take you if you're interested. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your night, or your evening. And I love you all. So in the next video, I will share with you all the things that I've started doing. But for now,